All right, guys. So we're shipping now. So it's Saturday, and we're going to ship some of our stuff that we sold yesterday and today, and just keep up with it so that on Monday we don't have to ship like 30 different things or more. Hopefully more. First is a mug, Starbucks mug. Little, I don't know where they're there. Polar bears. Um, I'll do another short or a video with how much it sold for, what I paid, and all that. And hopefully you guys continue or like in the first place eBay stuff. Sorry about the tape noise. Um, because I really like it. It's what I used to do on YouTube. Um, and getting back to it, and it's just more interesting to me than sitting in a car doing nothing, waiting for orders to come in. So now it's bubble wrapped. That's all it took to bubble wrap it. And it helps that you have the right tools to make shipping easier. Always put them in a box. This is a small box. And some people wrap them in cardboard and ship them that way. I used to. Nothing wrong with that way. I just think this way is a little more professional. So we boxed it. And if you're thinking about doing eBay and you were doing deliveries, 2 pounds, it is much more of a business than a job. So you do have to think about professionalism. How do you look to your customer? Because they do save sellers that they have good experiences with, these buyers. And you do send to repeat people. So if you take care of people, you do the right thing. There it is. Label. Boom. Yeah. Next is a board game. I have 2 different sized bubble wraps. I'm not going to get into it now, but if the eBay videos become popular on this channel, then I'll go into what I use, how my shop is set up, and all that. For now, we're just going to go over, the fun stuff. So this is it. This is the job. Living the dream. Anyway, we're going to ship maybe 5 or 6 things. Maybe more. I don't know. I used to do these lives, like Ship With Me Live. I may get into that again. That might be kind of cool. We shall see. So you got bubble wrap. Good amount of bubble wrap on there. These go in a bag. Huh? Yeah. Nice big bag. And my scale is messed up. So it's time for a new one. It's not.
Unplug it.
Unplug it. Unplug it from the power?
That's not the power.
I know that. £3. $13.94. Always keep a fabric. Yep. Tape measure. And that's done. Next is Suri, brand new in the package. This is it, guys. It's really not difficult to do at all. And when you consider that last game I just wrapped up, I paid or I sold for $65. This one I sold for 30 or 35. Like, would you rather be doing this or sitting in a hot car for 2 hours waiting for that $30 order to come in? That might never come in. This is easy. Done. Bang. Now, of course, this is just part of it. There's also the going out and finding stuff, which that's the fun part. And then there's the taking pictures, which I don't like to do. Ashley does it, and she does a good job with it. I don't think she likes to do it either.
Skip right over the checking to make sure it's complete.
Well, yeah, you do have to make sure stuff is complete and in good working order, cleaned. And again, if these videos, these eBay videos, do well with views and comments and things like that, or you guys just let me know, hey, I want to see more of this side of things because it's interesting to me or whatever, we will show you all that stuff that we do. So I taped the seal just so that it's a nice tight package, and you weigh it, 2 pounds, measure it. And I put in my listings like general, basically, like it's about 20 inches. This is 21, 11, 2. But it's important to put down the actual weight, the actual measurements, the weight you always round up. So this was like 1 pound, 15 ounces. So US Mail, FedEx, UPS, they all consider that 2 pounds. Once you go over 1 pound, it's now 2. So once you go over 2, now it's 3. So, and this is going FedEx or UPS. And next is Game of Life. You've seen this on the last thrift video. I don't know if this is the one that no, this is an older one. I think we did buy one.
Yeah, I haven't checked on it.
Yeah, we did buy one of these, but we already had one listed. So, this is a popular game that sells well. So even though we have some, and we only list one at a time, so that our customers can see the actual item and not just, hey, this is generic pictures of a board game, and then now the box condition's a little different, or the pieces are, maybe a little bit, the wear is a little bit different per game. So this way, we list one at a time. We change the pictures out so people know exactly what they're getting. And again, it's just how you decide to run your own business. Nobody's telling me to do that. That's just the extra step that we take to make sure that customers get exactly what they're expecting to get. So, yep. Another bag. Again, guys, I mean, how much time have I spent so far doing this? You know, I said we would ship 5 or 6 items. I think this is number 4 already. So, this one, since it takes up a lot of the bag, I won't bother to fold it down. So 3 pounds. Every single item, even though we've sold it before, gets remeasured just in case. 17, 11, 3. Now Ashley's going to print the label and we move on to the next thing. These were in the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just bought these. Was that Thursday?
Yeah.
Bought these Thursday, pictured them, and listed them last night. And they sold already. Now, we do have a label printer. We've been doing this many, many years. So if you just want to start out, you can use a LaserJet printer. You can also just show up at the post office with QR codes and they'll print out the labels for you. That's a much longer process, but it is an option if you don't have a printer. But you will have to spend time in the post office, which, depending on lines and things like that. Now, this could be bagged or boxed because there's really nothing to harm it. What do you think? Box it or? Yeah, so we're gonna box it. So then in that case, I probably didn't need to bubble wrap it. If you go and look at my feedback on eBay, you'll see a lot of, excellent wrapping type comments. Or I already had one made up from one that I tried to ship something else in and didn't go. So there you go. Done. And we're going to ship a couple more, I think. Here's a Harry Potter Seen It Complete Cinematic Journey. These sell really well, and we've been finding them a lot recently. And they sell for more than your average, like, Game of Life that we just did, or Pictionary, Catchphrase. We've got those both to ship. And Pictionaries used to sell really well. Now they've kind of slowed down. The first editions, which is the old school blue box. Everybody knows those. Everybody's grandma had that game. That and Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuits are not so great. Pictionaries are good when they sell. Getting eyes on them. And so we see them.
I think the market's flooded.
Yeah, the market is kind of flooded. Like everybody picks them up. We stopped because we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listed.
We have 5 up, ready to go, and a bunch waiting, or they're there for pieces or whatever. Don't. Oh, these are those. So we've got a bunch of different size bags, a couple different size boxes. Just having all of that stuff makes it so easy, and there's times, at least once a week, we're like, well, we don't have a box that fits this. Exactly right. So we have to go find a box because it's impossible to keep all the sizes, unless you're a major corporation. And even like if you ordered stuff from Walmart online, um, they'll ship it to you in a giant box and it's like a case of pack of batteries or whatever. So it's impossible to keep all the sizes. 11, 11, 3. And if you guys are interested in this, we can go over all sorts of tips and tricks and how to make eBay's algorithm work for you to get your items in front of as many eyes as possible, shipping shortcuts and stuff like that, ways to save money on shipping. We can even get into stuff like how to clean certain products, how we clean coffee makers and electronics, coffee mugs, stuff like that. That's all Ashley's side, but we can definitely get into all of that if there's enough interest for it. So you guys have to tell me, yes, keep going, or no, I want to see more driving stuff. eBay is not going away from this channel, so we are gonna just do. Ashley and I were talking before about starting a second channel that's just eBay, but I don't know. I mean, I know delivery and an eBay business, they're not exactly related. The only way that I relate the two is that you're not working for anybody. You're working for yourself. You can start an eBay business with virtually nothing. You can go to Walmart and buy a thing of bubble wrap for 15, 20 bucks or whatever. You can, buy a 10 pack of shipping bags just to get started, whatever. Entry is very, very low. It's just a matter of finding stuff. And you can go into a thrift store with 20 bucks, 30 bucks and find something and probably make 60 to 70. And we will do videos like that.
Most people start by selling stuff around.
That's true. Most people do start an eBay business by selling stuff around their house, free inventory, and just get it going. It's good practice for shipping, £2. Good practice for listing and working the eBay seller system. 12, 10, 4. And I think she knew the measurements already. Catchphrase is a game we sell a ton of.
Yes, we just got that on Thursday too.
Oh yeah, this one, well, you can't see it now. It's just a bag. But that's one of the ones we bought on Thursday's video as well. So stuff sells fast. Certain things sell fast. If you stick around, you stick with this, you want to get involved for yourself. I don't hide a whole lot, to Ashley's dismay. she wished I would. But I don't hide a whole lot. This is one of those kits. If you looked at my what sold video, stuff's falling out. What sold video, the last one, the short, this is another one of those green canister sets. So we did send this into Amazon, which is why it's got that ready to ship on there.
I just bagged it.
Did you? I wasn't even bagging. So we just, I guess I could just leave it on there, but fish bag?
Yeah.
Or did you use? No.
Yeah. No, I just bagged it. Got what the product is on the side of it.
Right. So this is already pre-done. Just bag it and label it, and we're good to go. So you remember the. I think she's got this down already because we just sold it the other day. So. Huh?
Yeah, that was time.
Shoot.
That's like 964,
I think so.
974.
9. Yeah, do
Gotta
7.
do 7.
Hmm.
Did it have to be 5? I feel like it had to be 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
So this is basically a stream that I'm going to upload later. We're not going to edit a whole lot. You're basically just looking at my head and the lights in the background. Sorry if those are annoying, but this is done. Really, aside from a couple of like pain in the butt things, one of them is holding this phone. There's not a whole lot left to ship.
Which one? You have the black.
Which, I mean, this is a slow weekend for us here too on eBay. But a slow weekend on eBay, a slow weekend on Spark, you put them together and you're still able to get by, at least. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. She's laughing at me. A Molinex, Regal Molinex 2 food processor, vintage. So that's locked. Okay. So this is probably a little daunting for somebody new to ship. I do have bubble wrap, 24-inch wide bubble wrap, which is mostly what I've been working with. Do also have 12-inch bubble wrap, which when you see me step off screen, like over here, that's my 12-inch. So when you have the right size shipping supplies, it's super, super easy. And I know a lot of you are here because of the delivery videos that I make, and that's what you want to do. But man, if I can convince you not to give up the delivery, because I haven't done that yet, but just to look at something else. It's less wear and tear on your car. You're actually in more control because you decide what items you sell. You decide your price. I take offers on my stuff, and there's a reason for that. We'll get into that as part of our tips and tricks and how to make eBay work the best for you and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're in control. You run your thing. eBay doesn't get on you a whole lot about much of anything. You even set your return policy. There are some instances where you have to take a return. Like if you send out an item, the wrong item, you send out an item that's in a different condition than you described, stuff like that. Now we're going to use a bigger box. So, that kind of situation, you've got to take care of the buyer. But you can choose not to do refund returns. We do. And again, there's reasons for that, for eBay algorithm stuff. And, again, you will know all of that as long as we have the interest to share it. So, and if you guys are scared to get into this kind of thing because you'll be all alone, I respond to a lot of comments. As this channel grows and the interest grows in thrifting and eBay, we'll do like live sessions, office hours type stuff, where you get like one-on-one or one-on a group of just specific question and answer type stuff. And I won't even charge for that. Like, eventually we'll have commercials, ads on this channel. Once we get big enough to do that, once that happens, that's enough for me. Spend 5 seconds, hit skip. and we're good, you know. I think is this the last thing we're shipping?
Yeah.
I think we sold that Pictionary, right?
Yeah. The picture.
Okay. So Ashley started taking pictures, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and I don't know why I'm measuring the box. I just cut it down. I just need to know the length, the depth rather. So hold on. And I'm back. Just make sure my weight is right. 8 pounds, yep. And I'm back again. So on eBay, you can ship UPS, FedEx, or US mail. A lot of our stuff goes UPS or FedEx. And that particular one, it was $9.64 to ship it US mail or $7.50 to ship it FedEx. So that all counts towards your bottom line profit numbers. So again, that's just a little nugget of help you'll get if you want to pursue this with me by yourself. You know, we'll go over all of it. So guys, if you do like this video, we're about done here for today. 27 minutes in. Like it, share it, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you thought this was interesting. I like this more than driving for sure. And I think if you're into delivery because you have to be, because you lost a job, you're not really a entrepreneurial minded person, you're just looking to get your bills paid, whatever you can, cool. You do you. You know, if you're in the delivery thing because you don't want a boss, but you're not satisfied with what you're making for the hours that you're putting in, which is a lot of people, because these delivery service apps, particularly DoorDash, Instacart, Uber, they really don't treat their drivers fairly as far as what they pay. Spark is the best, but even at that, it's for the hours that you're putting in. And a lot of it, no matter what service, is because they only care about you getting to the customer. They don't care about you getting back. You getting back to in position to take another order, that's on you. They're not going to pay you to do that. So, this is Pictionary, by the way. I don't know if I showed that, but so doing this eBay, yes, it's more. You have to do more. You're not just sitting in a car and waiting for something to come to you. You have to go out and find the inventory. You have to come home. You have to prep it, clean it, picture it. Once it sells, you then do this stuff and you ship it. But it's much more rewarding financially, especially if you enjoy shipping, if you enjoy, you know, taking the pictures, if you enjoy going out and finding this stuff. Half of your job is a hobby, you know, and that's living the dream. That's when you're having fun at work. So hold on. Oop, not that. So we're about 30 minutes in. I'm going to end the video here actually, because this is the last thing I'm going to ship today. Still got a couple more. I've got my phone holder here, which is another Let me pick it up with this hand so you can see. It's another food processor, Black & Decker. This is my bubble wrap. There's the large, which needs to be refilled. That's 24-inch. That's 12-inch. That's the computer. This is all of our excess board games. That's a vacuum cleaner that we're going to sell. That's the picture taking area. Sorry about the brightness. And then all of our for sale inventory, ready to sell, whatever on sale currently is back here. All binned up. And that's our AC unit. So we do have, sorry about you staring at my stomach. We do have a building on our property that we work out of. But you can work this out of your house. You can work this out of your living room, a spare bedroom, a hallway. You can do it. It's not as daunting as you think if you've thought about it. So, yeah, we'll just leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horseshit. We'll catch you next time.